What up, YouTube? Bam, and welcome to another edition of Occams Vids. Okay, if you haven't heard, you're hearing now. Last Friday, March 23rd, this kid from Santa Barbara named Elliot Rodgers went batshit crazy, killed his roommate along with two other people with a knife, then switched over to a gun, shot three people, and then went to a deli spot, shot that place up, injuring a bunch of innocent people before turning the gun on himself and then firing it up. Now, a lot of people in the media have been blowing this up because it is a major thing. You know, the victims, the parents of the victims stepped in talking about telling the politicians to, focus more on like gun regulations, making sure people who are crazy and have like severe like cognitive issues, like make sure they're on a watch list and keep them away from guns. But the main thing is what people are trying to figure out is what was the direct root cause of this? Why did Elliot Rodgers go out of his way and actually snapped off and did this? A lot of people said that he was a misogynist. He had a hate for women. Glenn Beck said he was said this came from his thought came from Nazism, apparently like liberal progressive thought, which is bullshit. And even one of the, some of them on the right said that it was probably due to latent homosexual issues. And someone on the Washington Post, I believe, said that Seth Rogen's new recent movie Neighbors actually indoctrinated him to think that way, to give him that sense of that frat boy experience, and since girls didn't want to mess with him, that's why he actually snapped off and did what he did. But really, the common denominator behind his behavior was the fact that he was mentally ill. He had a chemical imbalance in his head, and that would made him snap off and do this stuff. And this is not just me saying this. You could look at his manifesto. You could see his videos on YouTube. This guy was deeply troubled. He starts off talking about how much he hates life, how girls don't want to mess with him, how dudes are getting more laid than he is, and how they bully him and stuff like that. And it started getting worse because as he started progressing in his age, he started talking about in this one excerpt of what he was saying, he said he did not consider himself to be a member of the human species. He thought he was beyond the human species, or he was better, like fucking Nietzsche's Ubermensch or something, like he was Superman or a living god, and he was gonna punish anyone who didn't give him the respect and praise he deserved. And it's this is a guy that needs to be locked up. That's the only way. If he was, probably, then maybe these people didn't have to die or at least get injured. That's the fact of the matter. It's not the fact that he hated women, because let's make it clear. The thoughts that came from his head were essentially this: he was trying to get rid of sex. If he couldn't have sex, no one could. He was gonna make it so that sex biologically wouldn't be necessary for our species to propagate itself, which is fucking bullshit. But the fact of the matter is, he had a chemical imbalance. He was deeply disturbed, and the thing is, he should have been on a watch list, because he got into recent trouble before this thing happened, where the police had to be called, and he had psychologists actually come to his house and try to get him the help he needed. But he seriously needed to be in an asylum rather continuing on the path that he is. We need to realize that people like this, people that get these mindsets and start contemplating dark, abnormal, sociopathic, antisocial type stuff, and then start going crazy. We need to realize how people are caused to act like this and fix it before they start going batshit and destroying society. That's only taking those extra measures and precautions can we actually maintain the survival of our society. But that's my 5 cents on it. We need to figure out how people are caused to act like this and either stop them or exclude them from society before it's too late. And I know that seems like a hard thing to do, but if we care about the survival of successive generations, we have to actually make sure that that watch list is actually very clear, very direct, and very accurate. But those are my thoughts. Alright, that's the end of my video. It's been Wolf King. Peace out. If you like this video, fave, subscribe, comment, leave me your thoughts. If you want to hear me talk about a specific subject, let me know. Alright, later.